What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is the Joyful Sojourn, and in today's video, we are taking a deep dive into Amber from Planything's big release on March 2nd, 2024. I have been looking forward to this day for quite some time. Planything is releasing 2 planners, disc-bound planners in the A5 size. As far as I know, I'm not an expert, but I have seen a lot of planners in my day, and the A5 in a disc bound is something that you very rarely, I can say, I don't think I've ever seen. Usually you jump from a mini happy planner to a half letter if you want to go a little bit bigger, and then classic is next up. But I really like the A5 size because it's a little bit wider, and it's just not one that you see in the Discbound system from other companies that I have purchased from, that I've received product from. The A5 Discbound is it's like the white whale, you guys. And Amber from Planything is releasing 2 on March 2nd. So we are going to take a deep dive into everything that she sent me releasing on that day. So this was sent to me by Amber to do a review and show you guys everything that is coming. So let's get right into it. And I want to make sure I have everything I might need. I think so. So let's, so first of all, thank you, Amber. I have opened some of these, but I have not looked through any of these. So this is also a bit of a first impressions. So based on feeling and taking a sneak peek, I can see that these are the planners. So let's do a full rundown, and I might even show you my notes so that you guys can, I don't know, some of you might be more visual than audible. It might be easier for you to see my notes, even though they're really scribbly. That might be helpful. So we have 2 planners, and then she's also releasing divider sets, covers, dot grid filler paper, washi tape, and a bunch of discs. So let's start with, oh, and sticker books, of course. So, I mean, you guys, this is so much fun stuff. I mean, even this little packaging of the samples, I'm like, what can I use this for? Love that. Amber, if you're watching this, I love this little plastic container. Really excited about that, almost as much as everything else in here. Oh, let me say that if you decide to pick any of this stuff up, Joyful 10 will save you 10% off of your purchase. That is my discount code for you guys, Joyful 10. And for the most part, with all of the affiliates that I work with, it's usually Joyful and then the percentage off. So it could be Joyful 10 or Joyful 15. So if you're ever curious, you could go to any planner stationery shop. If there's a discount code, please just put in Joyful 10 or Joyful 15 and see if it works. I might have an affiliate with them, and you can get some money off. Okay, so we've got seasonal days and seasonal houses, which I think are the themes of the planners. Let's just start with the planners, because I think that's going to be really the big thing. Actually, no, let me start with the accessories. So I know I'm all over the place. Let's start with the side items, and let's go with discs first. And maybe if I'm smart and I have time, I will put in timestamps. So yeah, let's presume I'm putting in timestamps. So I'll do discs, accessory items, and then the planners, of course. So let's start with the discs. There will be a bunch of discs coming out. If you buy the pre-made planner, it's going to come with discs on it. There's 8 discs on an A5 size. So here are the discs that are going to be releasing. These are black plastic 1.5-inch discs, and they're going to be coming in sets of 8. So a set of 8 discs will get you a Happy Planner mini size. It will get you a half letter size or junior size, and it will get you to the A5 size. So if those 3 size planners are what you use and you like to change out your discs, then these are going to be really fun options for you to change out your discs. So we have plastic discs. They're going to be a little bit more affordable than the metal discs. So these are 1.5-inch black plastic discs. These are going to be $5.50 for a set of 8. we'll do all the plastic first. Then we have this really pretty turquoise color. This is 1.26 inches, and they're going to be $4.99 for a set of 8. And I will do a comparison with Happy Planner in a minute because I know that that's something that most of us are familiar with. Then we have, still looking for the plastic, these little baby guys. These are pink discs, 1.1, that can't be right. Yep, 1.1 inch pink discs for $4.25. Then we have bright pink. These are 1.26 inches, $4.99. And then lastly, a really pretty dark olive plastic disc. I haven't really seen a color like this before, but I really like it. This is the 1.1 size. So it's going to be, that can't be right. I think I wrote my notes wrong because this looks a little bit smaller than this one. So these are the plastic discs, and I did, well, let's look at the metal and then we will compare to Happy Planner. So we've got 3 different gold discs, and they're slightly different. The largest ones look a little bit more dirty bronzy, whereas these have a little bit more of a yellow gold finish to them. And you've got 3 different sizes. You've got a 1.1, a 1.26, and a 1.5. And then the other metal option, if you want a little bit more color, is purple. And this is a 1.26. The metal discs range from $11.50 to $14.50, just depending on the size. That is pretty standard, I think, for metal discs. I know I've looked at them at Levenger, and they're easily twice that at Levenger. So I think that the price is super reasonable. Let's take a look at how these compare to Happy Planner discs, because this is what we're the most familiar with. This is a Happy Planner mini disc, and let's compare it to the pink. And these are the same size. So the pink discs are going to be the same as a Happy Planner mini, and the olive is a little bit bigger. So definitely smaller than a classic, but bigger than a mini. So here you can see a comparison of Happy Planner mini, Planything mini, and then kind of a slightly bigger size on that olive. Then let's take a look at this next kind of mid size. Yeah, these are going to be definitely bigger than the mini. Let's compare these to a classic. Definitely smaller than a classic. Not by much. Pretty close, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just that the metal feels different. These feel pretty similar. So the turquoise and your bright pink are going to get you closest to the Happy Planner classic size, I would say. And then, and then we can compare these to the metal. I know I'm not doing the best job. Actually, with metal, they feel, these are, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, these are ever so slightly, barely like a point something centimeter smaller than a classic. But I would consider them so close, maybe it'll make a one piece of paper difference. So these two are going to be about the same size as a classic. Let me go back to this, the smallest of the metals, which was the 1.1. I think, yeah, the mini fits inside of that. So if you're looking for something bigger than a mini disc and you're looking for something smaller than a classic disc, then this, the smallest of the gold, would meet that description. So this is the largest of the gold, and it is definitely smaller than an expander disc. I know, maybe what I'll do is put the actual dimensions of each disc. That might be more helpful. So we know that it's way smaller than an expander disc. I'm just a visual person, so I like to compare it this way. And then, it is slightly bigger than a classic. That's nice. That is very nice. So if you want a little bit more room than a classic, but the expander is too big for you on a daily planner, which is the case for me. I don't like expander discs on some people like really chunky planners. That's not me at all. The expander is too big. I usually use expander discs for like archived things like memory keeping and like archived planners. I'll put them on big discs just to get more you know, on the spine, but I wouldn't use this on a regular planner. If you're wanting something a little bit bigger than classic, but not as chunky as the expander discs from Happy Planner, then these, the 1.5 gold metal disc is going to get you right in the middle. Yeah, that's like definitely right in the middle. And then the black plastic disc, it looks like it's going to be the same. So if you wanted to save a little bit more money and you just want something that is neutral, then the black plastic is going to be the same size as this mid-range disc between the classic and the expander. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions about the discs being released, definitely give me a heads up. I am here but to serve. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about what I do on YouTube. And while I enjoy looking through new product and receiving product, I really am here to like be your hands and to experience this for you, because a lot of these small shops, you know, Amber is in the Netherlands, so you're not going to be able to go and like feel these products in a store if you're living in the US, and you can't even do that if you live in the Netherlands. So really, I'm meant to be your hands and feet with these online shops. So I hope that this information is helpful. If you have questions about discs, let me know. But it looks like pretty standard. Each disc set is going to come with 8 discs. The plastic ones are going to be between $4.25 and $5.50, depending on the size. And then the metal discs, again, are going to be between $11.50 and $14.50, also in sets of 8. Okay, let's look at the other fun items here, separate from the planner and the sticker book. So what's cool about what she's doing is she's releasing these planners, but then she's also releasing things so that you can make your own notebook or even make your own planner or bullet journal. So let's start with these guys. So these are, or this is, oh, is there 2 in here or just 1? So one set of, there's going to be, I think there's going to be 2 covers. Did I get 2 covers? I do have 2 covers. Okay, so this is the first cover. And what I like about these is they're not laminated. These are plastic and they have a really nice matte finish. And so these aren't gonna scratch the way that laminated covers do. So I really like this one. This is, I don't know what this would be considered, probably seasonal, like icons, seasonal, what did she call them? Well, I guess we can go off of the sticker books, seasonal houses and seasonal days. This is probably the seasonal days set. So the front has like icons of all the different seasons, front and back. It's got Planything down at the bottom. And then when you open it up, you have this really pretty neutral leafy green cover. And because this is more my aesthetic, I probably would flip them and have this be my cover. And then when I open it up, I get this fun peekaboo of all of the seasonal icons. That's what I would do. But again, it's totally up to you. You have 2 different options here. The other thing you could do is if you wanted one to be neutral on the front, maybe more whimsical on the back, you could just flip this way. And then, I mean, they might be, they'd be upside down. I guess that would be a little wonky, but you can flip these any way you want, whatever works for you. But that is really nice. Again, these are nice, firm plastic covers. So you get the set of the 2. And then this is the other design. So there's 2 sets of plastic covers you can choose from. So we have the, these, I keep forgetting, I'm looking over at the sticker book, the seasonal days. This is the seasonal days. And then this is the seasonal houses. And this is so pretty. It is so pretty. So same material, that kind of matte plastic, feels good, slightly textured. And then look, you open it up and it's the prettiest pink with lines, but they're like wobbly hand-drawn lines. And then there is the back of that. That is so pretty. And you could even mix and match. Like, let's say if you got both covers and you wanted to play around, maybe you want the, here it is kind of mixed. Maybe you want the leaves on the front and you want the house on the back. What? So then when you open up your planner, you see your seasonal days, and then on the back cover, you have that nice pink. So really, really pretty. You don't want the house upside down, but you could yeah, you could flip these either way, however you want. So again, this is the Seasonal Houses cover set and the Seasonal Days cover set. And it's just fun because there aren't really any A5 Discbound planners out there. It's nice that she's giving us these accessories because it's not like you can go out and buy one of these from another brand. It's nice that she's kind of stocking things up for us so that we can create our own custom notebooks in the A5 size. These are going to be $9.99. Again, they are plastic. These are going to last you way longer than laminated covers. These will last years and years just because they're such a nice, like, thick plastic and they're not going to scratch. So really excellent material. And I'll just show you this. This is where I wrote all my notes for this. I have loved the notebooks that she came out with. This was the Autumn Days one. I keep these. I have two of the Autumn Days and then there was a winter one. And this size has become really, really nice. So it's pretty cool now. Just curious how this will compare if I were to put this on one of my notebooks that I already have, just in case you have one of her notebooks as well. It looks like it's going to be a little bit longer or a little bit wider, I should say. So the original covers on her notebooks were cut, actually here you can see it this way, cut a lot closer to the width of the notebook paper. Ooh, that's something we can compare if this notebook paper is the same, the filler paper that you can purchase separately now. So this is really sized for the planner, but because it's the same number of discs, you absolutely could use these on a notebook. So just wanted to make that comparison. Let me lift this guy off. Okay, let's keep it moving. We have a lot of stuff to go over. Okay, so here is the filler paper. I am always looking for really good dot grid and graph filler paper. This is Discbound, which means, you know, you can incorporate it into your existing system. I will say, if you have looked for dot grid paper, whether it's from Cloth and Paper or from Jane's Agenda, some of these smaller shops that do like Discbound stuff, one, you're not going to find it in the A5 size, and two, you're not going to find it in a pack of 50. One of the things that I've noticed with these other shops that I love and I shop with, but their sets that they sell tend to be like sets of like 25 sheets, and even Happy Planner does 25 to 30 sheets. This is a pack of A5 dot grid Discbound paper, and this is a pack of 50 sheets. And the paper is 160 GSM. So if you are a Archer and Olive paper person, this is 160 GSM, just like your Archer and Olive paper. I'm curious to know if this is the same. It is. This is the same paper as the notebook. So if you already have one of these notebooks and you want more paper, of that good quality paper, you can now buy the, well, on March 2nd, you'll be able to buy the dot grid filler paper, 50 sheets, 160 GSM, and this is going to be $12.50, which again, go to Cloth and Paper's website, look and see how much half letter dot grid paper is, which is even a different size. I guarantee it's not going to be more than probably 30 sheets, and it will probably be the same price. So this is a really good value. And again, it's in an A5 size, which I really, really like, and I wish more people would do. So we've got the filler paper. Then we have really, really fun. These are sets of dividers. And I'm looking at doing a side look at these planners. The planners do have dividers in them. But what's cool about these is they are not labeled, they are laminated, and you get a full set of, I want to say 12. So if you want to change out the dividers in your planner, or you want to create your own, I'm thinking bullet journal, Discbound bullet journal, then you can buy a set of dividers. You can buy the discs, the covers, and the paper, and you have like a total, like a whole thing. You have a whole thing that you can build yourself. And with it being a set of 6, I mean, you could pick which ones you like the most and kind of play around with it. So this is the first set of dividers. The paper is 300 GSM, so it is a really thick cardstock, smooth, feels very creamy. But then the divider tab is laminated, so it's like really thick and sturdy. And one thing that I know Discbound planners are all about is when the dividers do not have monthlies printed on the back, so that these can be used multiple times, time and time again. So let's take a look at this first set. And I don't know what these are called, but they both look seasonal. So let's go with it and see what we've got. So we've got, I think this is the houses. I think this is the seasonal houses. So we've got a really pretty beachfront property with the seagulls and then just open kind of water pattern on the back. And then and I really like how the illustration goes all the way to the end of the divider tab. So you just get a little label, pop that on. So we've got our cabin. Ooh, we've got an estate. This looks very estately. Ooh, very seasonal. Okay, so one thing I haven't said yet, because we haven't gotten to the planners yet, is these are July start planners. So I'm guessing that these dividers kind of go, ooh, look at the colors. The colors we have, those look really pretty up against each other. So these are probably going to be in a very similar fashion. So like, that's not going to be January, February, March, April. This is July, August, September, October, if that makes sense. So because they're July start planners, the designs are going to presume that the divider starts in July. And that's why this first divider is very beachy. So here is our, what would be October, but again, really doesn't matter. You can, these don't have to be monthly. You could use these if it's a subject planner or an entertainment planner or a social media planner. Then you just pick the dividers that you like the most and that are stacked the way that you want them to. But really cute. This does have that kind of holiday theme for October. Then we have a nice autumnal brick house. Our wintry houses. More winter. Ooh, that's cute. Got that patterned winter design. Little snowman, that's cute. Then we have a Valentine's Day themed divider. All you need is love. Then we're getting into spring. Pretty. So make sure you're paying attention to this side too. I keep getting distracted. We're getting into spring with the farm animals. Oh, the back side of these are all great. Then we're getting into early summer. And then the last one for summer, very tropical. So this is the seasonal houses set of dividers. Again, that's a set of 12. Really nice cardstock with laminated tabs, undated, nothing on the back. Very easy to make whatever you want them to be. Let's take a look at this second set. This is going to be the seasonal theme. I keep wanting to say seasonal icons, but technically it's called seasonal days. So really what you could do, hold on, is let's say you really prefer like seasonal houses over seasonal days. You could get the seasonal houses covers and the seasonal houses dividers and kind of stick with that theme. Get the seasonal houses sticker book, and you could do like a complete collection. That would be really cute if you were doing like gift giving. Is give them like all seasonal houses stuff or all seasonal day stuff. But the aesthetic, like this kind of watercolor look, is consistent across both themes. So you can very easily mix and match, and I don't think the colors will clash. But let's see if that's true with this collection of dividers. Let's go to the beach. Again, these are July start planners, so we're gonna have more of a summery theme to start with. Ooh, with the ice cream. Go where you feel most alive with a camping theme. Happy harvest. Ooh, pretty. This is pretty. This is spooky. Gathering. Pretty colors. Love that. Then we're getting into the holiday season. Snow season, wintry season. Valentine's Day season. Got a little piece of plastic there. It's like, wait, that looks funny. Yep, little piece of plastic there. Butterflies for our early spring. Our barn animals, farm animals. bunny rabbits, ice cream bike, and our little beachy theme. Really like this textured paper look. It's kind of cool. A lot of her designs have that kind of watercolor paper aesthetic. I think it looks really pretty. So that is the seasonal days set of dividers. The dividers, again, 300 GSM paper. The tabs are laminated, and each set will come with 12 of these. So you could create multiple notebooks, honestly. You could split this and do a 6 and a 6 different topics. So that is that. Those are $12.50 for a set of 12 dividers. Okay, are we ready to look at planners? Are you guys still with me? This is how the planners arrived, so I'm presuming that this is how you would receive them if they were shipped. So they're going to be bubble wrapped, which is going to protect the plastic discs, which is nice. We have 2 different planners, and the themes are the same that we've seen, the seasonal houses and the seasonal days. So the seasonal houses, seasonal days. And I want to see, these look like, these are the same covers. So she really is setting this up, let me grab this one, to where if you don't want the whole planner and you want to make your own notebook, you can do that. Or if you like one planner, but you like the other cover, like let's say you want this planner, but you want to be able to change out the covers, you could buy these covers separately. That way you don't have to buy both planners. So that's actually really nice that she's selling these things separately, but then also a complete planner if you don't want to make things complicated like I like to do. Okay, so we've got a vertical layout and a functional vertical layout. Very different. Let's start with the vertical layout and see what we've got. I have not seen this, so we're going into it together. Ooh. Okay, right off the bat, this feels really good in my hands. So it's thicker than, I wish I had just a standard, like unused happy planner. I might have to get up and look and grab one. This feels like fat, but not chunky, like I was saying. I don't like chunky planners. This feels like a good weight. It feels like well made. Sometimes the thing with discs that annoy me is that if there's not enough on the disc, they can feel like wobbly and unstable. This feels like a good planner, like a well-made planner. So I wish you could see how this like feels, or I wish you could feel how this feels in my hands, but it has a good weight to it, and the discs that she's picked size-wise fit this perfectly. So this is, again, I need to make sure I'm paying attention here. This is the vertical layout. This is the seasonal houses. It's going to be an A5 size. The paper is going to be 160 GSM. So same, again, weight as the dot grid filler paper, same weight of paper as Archer and Olive paper, only it's in a disc bound. So yay for that. Let's take a look. We've got pink plastic discs, and we've got our welcome page. So this is a 2024-2025 planner. That is because it starts in July. So you've got an opening page where you can put your name in. I like that this is very simple and not decorated. Some people like really decorated things so they don't have to decorate. I am a decorative planner and I like to customize everything. So having this be totally naked for some might make it look boring or like simple, but for me, I see room for stickers is what I see. Very, very nice and clean. We have the 2 years at a glance, 2024 and 2025. Here you can see the run time for the planner starts in July of 2024 until June 2025. And again, it's very clean and simple. I can tell that this is that 160 GSM, so it is thick quality paper, and there's so much room for decorating. So I love that. So we go from that to a goal section, and we'll have to see, I haven't looked in this yet, but we'll have to see if there are goal pages like this throughout, or if this is your goals for the next 12 months. In any case, you've got 4 different sections. This is dotted lined, and then you have an open box at the bottom. So just enough structure for you to, you know, maybe spaced out into 4 different big goals for the year, maybe quarterly goals, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, or you could go vertically this way. Enough structure to where you can make it what you need it to be without it being just a blank space. Okay, so these dividers already, I can tell, are the same as these. So if you get the other planner, but you like these dividers more in this planner, you can buy the dividers separate. So I think this was really like common sense, like what I would do if I was making a planner like this. I probably would do some of the decorative things separately so that people could mix and match. So I think that Amber did a really good job and was really thoughtful so far in how she's done this. So here is July. This is going to be the same exact divider, only this is dated. So we'll just go up to the top and you can see you've got your months up at the top. I like that the font is simple and clean. It's a sans serif font. I don't like overly fancy handwriting text on dividers just because it can be a little bit more difficult to see. So I like that that is simple. I like that there's no monthly, no writing, no printing on this divider, so you can reuse it if you want to. And then here is a dashboard for the month. So we've got 3 big open blocks, top 5 priorities, and then dotted line on the right side. Again, the paper feels really thick and really nice, so I think you're going to have some good bleed proof paper here. And what I can do is, because I don't want to write on this with like tester, I could grab some of, well, I guess let me just show you this because people are gonna be like, I want a pen test. What did I use for this? I used the Sharpie. I used this guy. I used the Sharpie S-Gel 0.7 to make my notes, and there is not bleeding, there is not ghosting. This paper is not, nothing is going to go through this. So I kind of feel like a pen test for 160 GSM is kind of pointless, but just wanted to show that to you that it's not going to bleed through this. Again, very open and clean. I like the aesthetic of the month and then the month number, and it's got plenty of room to decorate if you want to. Here is your monthly. You've got open margin here for notes, and then it is a Monday start. And then over here, she has the start of the next month, but I don't know if you can tell, the month numbers are black. The going into the next month, they're actually like just off black or like a dark gray. So there is some differentiation between the whole month and then leading into the second month. Very simple. Blank canvas, as is this vertical. This is a very clean, basic, not overly structured vertical, with the exception of having 2 different rows essentially. So it is a Monday start, and then you have a stacked Saturday and Sunday. And I see just lots of space for decorating and creating whatever format you want. If you wanted to create maybe you're a teacher, you want the teacher layout, you could very easily draw some additional lines here. If you want to do a subject layout, you could do subject here and here, like maybe these are your to-dos, and then maybe this is your, I don't know, your food log or your health log. So having just enough space or just enough structure to get you going, I think is really nice. There aren't any lines here, so if you wanted lines, you'd have to use a stencil or a ruler and draw in some lines. You can add stickers for bullet points. It's pretty open. This is probably one of the simplest layouts that I've seen, but I think that that can be helpful for someone who gets overwhelmed by all the different layouts that planners have. This is something that's going to be a lot more basic, and you can separate things. You can separate your mornings and your afternoons, however you want to do it. And because you've got a nice big vertical space, what I would do for Saturday, Sunday is probably just have this be a whole to-do list, things I want to get done over the weekend. So that is, oh, and then there's nothing down the spine. So if you like to decorate, if you're a spine decorator, it's totally open. So nothing that you would need to cover up to decorate. And again, the paper feels really nice. It's a very simple layout, but I think it's really meant for decorative planners. This was made for a decorative planner. One thing to point out is we're transitioning from one month to the next. July has a dark, again, black font, and then August, which we're transitioning to since it's the next month over, is more of a kind of mid-tone gray, just to show that we're transitioning between months. At the end of the month, we just have 2 open columns. These are dotted line columns. And you can see these as being currentlies for the upcoming month. You can see them as a reflection page of the previous month. But probably, maybe what I would do is, yeah, I mean, maybe, although, yeah, I think this would be like memory keeping for me, because when you open this up, you have your dashboard, but you could also use this as like a currently, or you could have this be maybe function. Let me go back. This could be function. This could be memory keeping, or this could be function. And then this could be currentlies from July. I know a lot of people do currentlies and it is for the upcoming month, but then it's meant to be for the current month. I don't know. I just feel like having this open means you can do whatever you want with it. And that's another thing that I really appreciate. We're going to move really fast through the rest of this because we've already seen these dividers, but there is your August. And just to make sure everything is the same. Yeah, we've got the grayed font here exiting out of July, and then the bold black font going into August. And the layout's going to be the same. Then we have our 2 columns, our September. I love the way this like aesthetic looks next to the pattern on the divider. So that is the vertical, right? Let me make sure I'm reading this right. That was the vertical layout. So now I'm really curious, what does the functional vertical look like? Let's go all the way to the end and see how we're looking. See if there's anything at the end. Not sure that there is. Ooh, we have, well, I'm glad I checked, y'all. Okay, so it goes through June, and then it looks like she's given us an extra sheet of note paper, which continues that column of lined or dotted lines, and then note pages on that back. So that is the vertical layout, the seasonal houses planner. And again, I know I've said this already, but if there are elements of this that you like, but you end up liking the other layout or vice versa, you can purchase the divider separately. You can purchase the cover separately. And then, I mean, you've got all these different disc options, which actually that would be a good thing to look. This looks like the same size, a 1.26, which we had said was just slightly smaller than a classic. So these are about classic size discs. So that is planner numero uno. We have one more planner and the sticker book. So I hope you guys are still with me. Hang in there with me. I know we got a lot, but I want to make sure that this is really an exhaustive look at the Planything planners. So, ooh, this feels... Okay, so already these feel different. So this one is called Functional Vertical, and they feel differently to me. This feels fatter. This feels a little bit slimmer, but again, she nailed it on like the disc size matching the amount of product that's on the discs. But I don't know if you can tell. Actually, you can, I think. This one's a little bit thinner. So our layout is going to be a little bit different. Let's check it out. We've already seen this cover. These discs are a kind of a beige tone, and they look a little bit smaller, actually. So let's grab this guy, which was the comparison. I don't know if you can do it this way. It's a little, yeah. I don't know if you can tell. Can you, here, we'll go that way, where I think that they're lined up. A little bit smaller of a disc. Let's open this guy up. So, same front title page, your full year at a glance, your goals, and then we've seen the dividers for the seasonal days. We have our same monthly dashboard, our same monthly, Oh, okay. Okay. This is not what I was expecting, but it makes a lot of sense. So this is a one-page weekly. One-page weekly. So if you have been loving the Happy Planner's simple layout, the Simply layout, which was basically the right side of the planner without the dashboard side of a dashboard, it's just the Simply side. That's exactly what this is. I think this is going to be a very popular planner for people that don't have a lot of plans. Maybe people who are doing journaling where they just want to write a little bit every day. They don't need a bunch of functional space for to-do lists and bullet points and appointments, stuff like that. Because this is a one-page weekly. Monday through Sunday, all on one page. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a shared Saturday, Sunday. And then we move on to the next week. So we're working with just shy of half, I guess, right? Would that be half the pages? So that's really, really nice. Now, I don't know if that, hold on, let me switch. Okay, so this one, this might be an error on this guy. I think there's supposed to be something in between. So this is the end of the month, but then when I look at the end of this month, we do have the note pages. Oh, you know what? I think it's just because of how the weeks end. So because we're transitioning into August, it ends with that August, the first few days of August. And then the first full week of August is on the next page. Or excuse me, yeah, on the next, in the next divider. So where the week ends at a clean spot, if it ends on the right side, it's going to have your lines on the back. We've seen the dividers already, so I'm just going to jump. Yeah, so it's going to be the same thing there because it ends on this side. She didn't throw in an extra here, but on the, yeah, is this making sense? On the weeks where, on the months where the week ends on a right side print, you will have the lines on the back. So if you have a notebook or you get the filler paper, if you wanted to add more note paper to the end of the month, you could do that with the dot grid. So we'll go all the way to the back. Wow, I thought it felt different. And that is because you get 2 weeks on a 2-page spread. Most of these months are going to have extra line paper at the end. And then we've got your extra sheet of notes here. So that is the functional vertical. So they are both vertical planners, but if you want a 2-page vertical spread, go with this one. If you want a 1-page vertical, then go with this one. And then you can mix and match and pick up the dividers and cover separately if you like or prefer the ones on the other side and vice versa. So those are the planners. Are we ready to look at some sticker books? I think so. This is going to be an hour, you guys. Josh is inside with the baby, and I was like, I got to film a video, babe. I got to play with some things. But I am looking forward to hanging out with the fam today. But not before looking at some sticker books. So seasonal days and seasonal houses. I think this would be such a good birthday gift if you did a full like collection of one of these, wrapped it up all nice and cute for somebody to make like their own custom notebook. Like if someone really likes dot grid or like does bullet journaling, but they haven't tried Discbound stuff before, then you could do the dot grid, the dividers, the covers, and maybe a sticker book. And yeah, they can make their own like custom bullet journal. Okay, which do we want to start with? Let's start with the left. Seasonal days. So these sticker books have 34 sheets. A typical sticker book from Planything is going to be 30 sheets. So you're getting 4 more sheets. The sticker book is a little bit more expensive because of that. It's 34 pages. It's going to be $22.99. But again, Joyful 10 will save you. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Will save you 10% off of your purchase, which will help knock that price down. So let's take a look. Seasonal days. And it looks like she's designed this maybe in calendar order. I guess we'll see. So our first sheet, hopefully you guys, am I lined up okay? First sheet is clear deco stickers. And these are like a paper watercolor of some snow scenes, people playing in the snow, ice skating, playing with snowmen, and you're gonna get 2 sheets of those. Should I zoom in a little bit? Kind of feel like you guys need like the full experience. Okay, we'll zoom in. 2 sheets of those. So it's like winter. Yep, seasonal. So then we get into, so that was like January. And then we have February with our Valentine's Day themes. 2 sheets of those. And we're getting into spring with our butterflies. 2 sheets of those. All of these have been clear so far. And then spring with our farm animals. So cute. Little piggy. I don't know why pigs are so cute. They just are. When they're like the little pigs, like Babe. Maybe not when they're hogs, but when they're the little pink pigs. So now we have functional boxes and circles, some bullets. These are going to correspond with, it looks like our springy deco. Wait, do these match with these two? I suppose they could. Let's keep going. 2 sheets of those. I had someone ask me once about her paper stickers. They are a little bit thicker than other box stickers from other small shops. So some people like that. It's because it really just gives you something really sturdy to write on, but they do add a little bit of thickness to your planning pages. Now we're getting into summer with the trees. I love the little fire pit. She's so good at giving us stickers that we can create little scenes with. This would be such a fun layout. Makes me want to use them now, even though we're still in winter. Then we've got some beach scenes or icons for the beach. The lifeguard stations, roller skates, surfboards, fancy drinks. Again, really good elements for creating a little scene in your planner. Ooh, beach attire, beach snacks. Very summery. Pretty colors. 2 sheets of those. Now we're going into the camping for the summer. Outdoorsy stuff. I like that she gives us pieces like this, these little stickers that have grass on them and the trees. So you can assemble everything into a little scene. And then we have our functional boxes and bullets and circles, which at this point I use these for decorative. I just think they add a lot of fun and whimsy to my planner spread. Ooh, now we're getting into the fall. Very autumnal. These are clear deco. And then Halloween, clear deco. So all of the deco pages, you're gonna get 2 of each. Obsessed. I really like this sticker sheet. These colors are my jam. I know that it's autumnal, but I feel like I could, maybe without the pumpkins, could it pass for winter time? Kind of like to think so. Then we have Christmas stickers, Christmas themed stickers. These seasonal sticker books, I know we see them fairly often, but I think they're really good for new planners who just want the biggest bang for your buck to get the whole year's worth of stickers in one sticker book. These are really pretty colors. They probably match the last few deco designs. Nice. So we've got just big seasonal words: winter, summer, sunshine, Christmas, beach, Halloween, fall, snow, autumn, bloom, spring, sweater weather. 2 sheets of those. We've got multiple planners. Love is in the air, summer vibes, autumn vibes, winter is coming, all seasonal words. And 2 sheets of those, and those are clear. Here's what I would do, honestly, if you have a planner buddy and you're interested in this stuff, a sticker book like this, I'd probably get one and then split it up. You could do that too. So if you're new to Planything and, you know, you're not quite ready to make the leap, maybe just buy one and then split it. Because there's 2 sheets of everything, you could just split the book in half. I don't know. Just an idea. So that was seasonal days. Now let's take a look at seasonal houses. All right. So this aesthetic is going to be slightly different. Amber is definitely, excuse me, she's made her place in the planner world with her houses sticker books. I'm always curious about what she's going to come up with next with these different seasons. I love this sheet. So pretty. This would be a really fun sheet to do memory keeping from Valentine's Day this year, which maybe I will do. Maybe I'll do it. So pretty. Getting into spring. See, here's these elements. You've got these houses, but then you've got these individual shrubs and fence line if you want to kind of build it out a little bit more. How rad. And it's all like the same aesthetic, but the houses are slightly different. So like this is a single story. Well, I guess maybe that's a 2-story. Door in the center, door on the left side. 2 or 3-story or vaulted ceilings. So you could do like a whole street with these houses. Then we've got spring houses. In this case, it's going to be barns with the little barnyard animals. And then our functional boxes and circles with bulletless or bullets. 2 sheets of those. This is the same with the 34 pages. So you could, and you're going to get duplicates of each page. So if you're a good sharer, you could split it. You could have someone, you know, someone wanting to buy seasonal houses and someone buy the seasonal days. Y'all could like swap, do a little swap. So here are your kind of summertime houses. Love the little bug. That's cute. Our beach tropical summery houses with palm trees. Definitely going to be using this. 2 sheets of those. Yes, look at these beach ones. These pieces of beach and waves. That's going to be really fun to play with, creating a scene. 2 sheets of those. And then this is kind of, I don't know, I want to say rural houses because you've got like the sticker up here with the mountain. So pretty. You've got your functional boxes. That reminds me, I wanted to check the sizes on the boxes in the planner. Compare them to some common sticker boxes that we have. We've got our more estately houses. Whimsical, I've said whimsy quite a bit in this video. Kind of whimsical Halloween houses. Our autumnal houses. These have all been clear. And then we're starting to get into our winter houses. Pretty. I always think the winter houses are some of the prettiest. And our boxes that are going to match. Then we've got some phrases. Be the best version of you. Take me to the ocean. Let it be. Dream big. Enjoy winter time. All I want for Christmas is you. Work hard. Dream big. Summer vibes. Today's a good day. Daydreamer. 2 sheets of those. Life is good. Sweet November. Home is where you are. Love life. Smile more. Warm memories. Celebrate. Summer adventure. Never stop exploring. Every summer has a story. Love, create, inspire. 2 sheets of those. So that is the seasonal houses sticker book. And I think, oh, the one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go back to this planner. No, this one, the vertical, and test something out for you guys. And that is, oh, see, this is where I don't really want I wonder if I have, you know what? We're going to use some wax paper. Oh, I'm going to use some wax paper and play for a second because y'all know I want to be thorough. So for some of you that have all the things, or at least have, I'm going to grab a, pardon me for a second. I haven't used wax paper in a hot minute. Some of you might have some other sticker books from Happy Planner or Yaaa'lllll Plan or Planything, and I just want to test to see how the sizes of the A5 vertical boxes match with the functional boxes from these other shops. So I'm going to go to a Planything sticker book that I've already used. Gosh, this is such a pretty one. Pumpkin vibes. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to find one that I know you can't get anymore, just so I don't feel the purpose of this is not to show you something that you might want to purchase. So this is a Planything box, vertical box, and I'm just going to put this here, and you can see that the Planything vertical box fits perfectly. Can you see that? Hold on, there's ripped. It's ripped right there. We'll go this way. The Planything vertical box fits perfectly widthwise in her vertical boxes. It's not going to be long enough. That might be something, that might be something she might want to consider in the future with her functional boxes, is do them the full length of her planner. She doesn't have any vertical boxes that fit a classic vertical in this sticker book, but I would imagine, let's go back to this guy. These are going to fit the width perfectly. So you could stack them. So those are the Planything stickers. Let's see how they work with, or how this planner works with, I guess Mojo Jojo Plans would probably be a popular box company, box sticker book. Oh, so functional boxes. Hold on. Black shapes. All right, we're going to go with, hold on, I'm reaching. Okay, so here's black boxes. Very standard sticker book from Mojo Jojo Plans. And y'all know I want to test things out. So I'm going to grab one of these black boxes, black vertical box from Mojo Jojo Plans, and see how this fits. It fits. These are all going to be about the same, guys. I think they've all kind of sized these for Happy Planner Classic Vertical, since that is kind of the industry standard for vertical planners in that classic size. So this is going to fit. So your Mojo Jojo Plans Classic box stickers are going to fit. Here's a different size. They're going to fit inside Planything's stickers, or excuse me, planner. Let me see if I can find another, let's look for a Yaaa'lllll Plan. It's another popular sticker maker. Let me find a color that I'm not too concerned about wasting. So this is a Yaaa'lll Plan vertical box, and line things up. That's going to fit too. So this is great. I think it's really cool that even though this is an A5 size planner, Amber has sized these boxes to fit a classic vertical. So every single sticker book that you have that you may have purchased for another planner in a classic size is going to fit in her planners. Let's try, actually, let's do the same thing with this one. It's going to be a little bit smaller, or maybe not, actually. Oop, hold on, guys. We're almost done. Oh, perfect. Even if you're doing the functional vertical, which is the one week on one page, these boxes are going to fit. These are all fitting. Can you guys see that? So if you're curious, I don't want to change to the A5 size. Like, what about all my stickers? Will they fit? Yes. Yes, they will. All right, guys, I think that is plenty for me. Let's do a rundown of all the info again. March 2nd at 11 a.m. Central Time. I'll put this all in the description box. Massive release from Planything. Joyful 10 will save you 10% off of everything that she's releasing. Everything. So if you want to save some money, Joyful 10 will save you 10% off. And I will leave my affiliate link down below. If this video was helpful for you, I hope that you will consider using my affiliate link. I would get a small commission off of your purchase, which helps compensate me for the time it takes to do all of this. So here are the planners. We'll do one more run through. We've got 2 planners and we have 2 sticker books. Okay. Seasonal houses, seasonal days. Then we have 2 sets of dividers if you want to purchase these separately and you want to make your own A5 dot grid notebook. So 2 sets of dividers. We've got 2 sets of covers. This is not all going to fit in the thing, but 2 sets of covers. We have a 50 pack of dot grid, 160 GSM. And of course we have a bunch of different disc options. All right, friends, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I am here but to serve. Come hang out with me. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again, I sure hope that you do, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. And I'll see you in my next video.